So I picked up these giant cod fillets from Costco, and we're gonna get these things started today and get these going. So it's two large fillets. They were right around $20. Thought it was a pretty good deal for some fresh cod. First thing we're gonna do is open up this packaging and get the cod out. It does have moisture inside of it just from packaging and being there. So we're gonna first try to get this moisture out of it, and we're gonna dry this off. One of the easiest ways I found to do that is just take a paper towel, put it on a plate, and then we're gonna just take the cod fillets. Look how long these are. We're gonna put these right there in the plate with the paper towel, and we're gonna pat that off with another paper towel just to get it dry. This way we're accomplishing getting it dry on both sides. It's pretty hard to hold it and try to do that. We're gonna take some salt, pepper, garlic, and put that over the top of the cod here. And we're gonna just do the first side. I'm not so worried about the second side because we can hit the second side once we get it onto the griddle. And just like the first one, we're going to go ahead and do that here with the second one as well. Go ahead and pat this dry also. Grab the salt, pepper, garlic. Go ahead and hit that on that first side as well. It is important to note that I am using the presentation side up. So this is the side that I want to have on the plate once I'm serving it. That way when we put it onto the griddle, we can put it presentation down first and get that off. So this part, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking the water and going ahead and hitting that and taking off any debris off of there, because if you leave that on there, when you go and start cooking, it's going to just transfer any of that discoloration to your fish. We really want this fish to stay beautiful, pristine, and have a nice golden brown to it. We're not looking for it to be black or anything like that. Take a little bit of oil. We're going to spread the oil here right onto the griddle. It's fresh oil now, so it's not going to blacken on us. But we're going to put the presentation side of the fish down first onto the griddle. Yeah, so I've got this on a medium-high temperature. You can get the sizzle on it right away. Makes it really, really good. Medium-high is about where you want to be. You don't want to be high on this. It's going to give a good sear to it. With the medium-high, it's plenty hot enough. You don't want to go too low either, because it'll be slow going to get the fish there. The outside's going to cook faster than the inside's going to, but you want to have a good solid temperature of medium-high. Alright, so now that we've got that going, it's going to take about 4 minutes per side. We're going to throw some butter into a metal pan here. I've got the Tuscan seasoning that we're going to be using today, Tuscan herb, made from Blackstone. You can find that on their website. I also found this one, I believe, in Walmart or Lowe's. We're going to go ahead and throw that into the bottom of this pan, and then we're going to take the, while it's heating up, the butter's going to start to melt. We're going to help that with our spatula, just be able to spread that around. Really want to start to get that Tuscan seasoning marinating into that butter, so once it's melted and ready, we can put that onto our fish. Add a little bit more salt, pepper, garlic onto the second side of the fish now. Not trying to overdo it, but we definitely want it to be seasoned. So here again, we're going to take the butter and mix that around, let that start melting. I'm going to break it up just slightly here to make it a little bit quicker. So I can tell the first side of the fish starts to be done when the top of it starts to get slightly white and the edges are pretty white. You can tell that it's cooked. I'm going to use a second spatula to help me out here. So what I'm doing is I'm releasing it from the Blackstone and then flipping it over with that second spatula. Now you can really see on this one it was going to fall apart a little bit, but you can use your spatula to kind of help you when you pull that out so it doesn't hold the fish with it, to kind of hold that in place. Once you have all of it loose, then you can go ahead and get your spatula underneath there. See, I'm still struggling slightly here, so I went from the side and then just flipped it over onto the scraper and flip it right over so you can get it all in one piece. Now that butter's melted, we're going to take the butter and we're going to put the butter right on top of the fish here. So it's got that Tuscan herb seasoning in it. It's got melted butter. This is just absolutely amazing. Great way to finish off the fish. So it's already got beautiful color to it. This is going to add a little bit of that extra flavor that we're looking for. Alright, so now that we have let this cook on the second side for about the same, about 4 minutes, so it's been about an 8-minute total cook. It's time to pull these off. You can tell when it's really, the cod is easy because the flakiness of the fish will start to separate a little bit. It's very hard to keep the full piece of filet cod like this intact. I did pretty good on one of these, but the second one I really kind of struggled a little bit with, and I just kind of went with it and went ahead and broke it in half. You can see a couple small pieces fell off this first one, but it is so flaky and delicious, I'll tell you what. So we'll go ahead and get these on the plate. And then the second one here, once I started kind of getting underneath it, I saw that there was no chance of me trying to save it as one piece, so I went ahead and just pulled off half of it and then did the other half right after. Yeah, so once we got this off on the plate, all we gotta do is scrape this down, throw some fresh oil on it, and get that out of here. So pretty easy to accomplish and pretty easy to do. If you guys are looking to do some cod, this is a great recipe. Definitely check this out and other recipes on my page. Catch you guys later.